Hey guys, all right, so week 4 discussion talking about printmaking and prints. Um, so yeah, all right, so printmaking, the claim is that it is responsible for much of the development of the modern world, and how much we agree to that, and how vital of a piece of technology it is. So I personally think printmaking is huge. Um, I think it's a really cool art form in that you can produce and reproduce many copies very quickly, and they're all going to be almost identical. I think that in some forms it can take some time. If you're doing the very common printmaking style, silk screen, for example, where you lay your screen down or your canvas or what have you, and you have the stencil laid out over, you apply the paint, squeegee it on. If you have multiple colors, you do this over and over again, layering and layering, which can be a lot of work and takes a lot of vision to be able to see it beforehand, which I think is an art in itself. Is just planning it all out in your head, and the time it takes to actually get it set up is incredible. I think printmaking is important because it's the reason behind a lot of success for a lot of movements, civil rights movements, justice movements, stuff like that. I know our textbook talks about Esther Hernandez's piece "Sun Mad," which looks a lot like the sun-made raisins that we all know, except instead of the little maid girl, it's a skeleton holding the raisins, with the grapes. And this was a piece to advocate for workers' rights and for better conditions for the San Joaquin Valley workers in California, of which Hernandez grew up as one. Yeah, but stuff like that's really important because she was able to not only create this beautiful piece of art, but also to produce it over and over again very efficiently and spread it as far as she wanted. It's printmaking is the reason we have posters. It's the reason the picture of Uncle Sam pointing at us saying, I want you. That without printmaking, we wouldn't have had that. Additionally, there's the printing press and the Gutenberg printing press and all that, which I think is a different type of printmaking. It's more type print than printmaking. Equally important, without it, we wouldn't have books or much written word today. We'd have to do everything by hand, which would take incredible amounts of time compared to now we have electronic printers, but even then, it still takes so much more time just to write by hand. But I feel like that's a different form of printmaking. It's still artistic. Don't get me wrong, but it's not art. I personally think that the true art of printmaking comes in carving out a wood block, for example, and layering the ink or stenciling, layering the ink. I think that's an incredible art form, and without it, we really wouldn't have the civilization that we do have today. So.